oh, he's inherently an animal. No, this person been going through, man, this person has a rap sheet very long. He's been interacting with law enforcement before. I know people this man have sensed and have did evaluations on this person. But again, we don't look at things. We call this a Christian country, but we act ignorant to the facts of certain things. We don't put our spiritual lenses on everything. We try to, turn a blind eye to that. Like we want to pick and choose when we want to be Christian, and and what we apply it to. And no, this, like, you have to apply. It's applied to humans. The Bible is basic instructions before leaving Earth. It shows you the fall of man and why these things happen. God already knows the why. You understand? But in this video, the video shows everything. Um, it shows Aruska, the Ukrainian refugee, entering the train, taking a seat right in front of the guy. She has her earbuds on. That's another thing. Keep your head on a swivel when you anywhere, man. You got to keep your head on a swivel. I wouldn't sit directly in front of, but she was like, she was on the seat, not right in front of, sitting in front of him, but not in the seat right in front of him. And then he moved to right behind her, to the seat right behind her to stab her. So that was a smart thing she did. You don't never want to sit right in front of a person if you can avoid it. But yeah, she was working for a pizzeria, and 4.5 minutes after she boarded the train, the man pulled a knife out of his pocket. It's an unfolded pocket knife. And while she was on, and she was on the phone, and then he just proceeded to jump up, stab her in the chest with his hand. Like he just stabbed her in the chest, unprovoked. She was on her phone. She never saw it coming. And he walked out of he's walking around, blood dripping off the knife, little splatters of blood, and he's just walking up and down the train. And he eventually walks and gets off. A judge has ordered Brown to be evaluated for 60 days in a local hospital. Which is what, like, I'm pretty sure that this guy he's been Baker acted before. I'm sure he's had to be. Like, I mean, it just makes sense. Like, if someone's picked him up before, you can clearly see that this is a disturbed person. People be out, we just don't want to deal with these people really in the system, man. It said a person hearing voices in their head and believes the world is against them, they're going to break. I think this is a night that he broke. See, this man is hearing voices in his head. This is that statement was according to CNN. That this says, because his sister has said this. It says, this is again according to CNN. It says Bryant has a lengthy criminal history, according to convictions for armed robbery, felony larceny, breaking and entering, family members told CNN, and has a history of mental health struggles. He spent more than 5 years behind bars for a robbery with a dangerous weapon. North Carolina state records list 14 cases for Brown, other than those related to the killing. 14 cases. They stem back to 2011 and include arrests for minor offenses like speeding and shoplifting. This man was breaking every year, every day. He says after he's released from his 5-year sentence in 2020, he didn't seem like himself, his sister told CNN. He struggled holding conversations and jobs. Brown has been diagnosed with schizophrenia, suffered hallucinations, and paranoia, his sister said. He was sometimes aggressive and attacked his sister in 2022. Though he was arrested That night, she decided to drop the charges out of concern for her brother's mental issues. See, she had a little mercy on him, you know, but what should have happened was he should have been institutionalized by some, not just in jail. They need if they're gonna do that, they need a special section in jail. Said, I knew he was battling something, but I wanted to know what it was, she said. Her brother told her multiple times the government had implanted a chip in him, she said. A person that is hearing voices in his head and believes the world is against him is going to break. And that's the night he broke. That is the truth right there. Like, who who is a professional who hears something like a person saying something like that, and you don't send them to see? We don't have asylums anymore. They need places like that. We need them. Again, I'm not talking about Arkham Asylum, or and you shouldn't be. They need to monitor those places where they're ethical. Like, I ain't saying giving niggas lobotomies and things like that or experiment on them. No, but you need places to evaluate. That's not $1,000 a week. You could go. They have places that you could pay for, that you can go off and they'll let you get treatment. They'll treat you. You take your medicine there, treat you for mental illness and help you get better, and you get your meals a day. Like, they have places like that, but you have to pay for them. This dude is homeless. This person ain't got no money. They don't have money. So, and these places are very expensive. Of course. So, but this is a country where you're supposed to be rehabilitating people, where you really want to get to the bottom of this. And that place, in those facilities, they have church. They have, they have therapists there to really get to the bottom and help, what's going on, and help these people. Give you, if you need medication at the time to get your brain chemistry back right, they have that. And they'll monitor you. They got big dudes there, orderlies, make sure you ain't getting out of line and stuff like that. But they not abusing people. But it costs money. That's the thing. We need to focus more on stuff like getting people help like that without, having to spend a fortune. Or if a person don't have it, you just don't get no help. And we need to definitely address this in the country, or you will see more of citizens being hurt. Random acts of violence, just madness. It's madness. You have people who are losing it on the streets, man. So it said their mother had tried to get Brown placed in a long-term care facility, but her attempts failed because she wasn't his guardian. The system did fail him. Like, people like that. Like I said, I'm surprised that he wasn't Baker acted, a long time ago, or just placed in one of the facilities regardless of money. Like, this person clearly needs help, but the system don't care about that. You got to have some bread, They just let you back out on the streets. Like, it ain't my problem. And family definitely, his family tried to do what they could do. If a person need help, they need help. He got violent with his sister. People, they can't be around that, you know what I'm saying? They can't, this is a big guy. Like, don't nobody want him just having episodes. He needs to be in a facility. So look, man, prayers to go for Irana's family, man. Prayers for her family, man. It's a messed up situation, but the system failed, and I hope we can do better with that, man. Lock the guy up, man. Go ahead and throw away the key now. It's a lost cause now, but hey, man, we could have avoided this, I believe. So with that being said, it's the Black Effect. I'm gone.